Hello everyone. In this video, we will discuss dividing polynomials and possible values for zeros for some polynomial function. Let's start. Dividing polynomials. So you see, this is a polynomial function and this is another polynomial. We have to divide this polynomial function by this. This is the long division method, and in this long division method, what we see is as we have to divide this thing by this. So first number is this x cube, and here see what is short here, this is x. So by what number we have to multiply this x to get this x cube? See, this x is squared, right? X is squared into x means x cube. That's why we will write x squared here. Once you know that x is square, then multiply this x square and this whole thing, write it down here. X square and x means x cube, x square and 2 means 2x square. Now we have to subtract it. For subtraction, the sign in the down sign will change. So this one and this one will change. And then you see this is positive, this is negative. So we have to cut them. Positive x cube, negative x cube. Then 5 minus 2 equal to 3. Now we have this 5x square minus 2x square equal to 3x square. Now see, we have 3x squared here, and here we have only x. So by what number we have to multiply this x to get this 3x squared? See, we need 3 first here, then x we have, but we need x squared. That means 3x total we need. That's why 3x, and plus 3x we need actually. Then to get this plus 3x squared, we have x here, so we need plus x squared. We need to multiply this number by plus 3x to get this 3x squared. So once you figure out this thing, then you will multiply this number and this number and write it down here. Again subtraction, after the subtraction we get this minus 4x, and this 8 is coming down from the beginning, and then we have this minus 4x minus 8. Now see, this we need to match this minus 4x, and we have x here. That means if we multiply this x by the minus 4, this minus 4, then actually we get this minus 4x. In other words, actually you can divide also this minus 4x divided by x, then we have minus 4. So write it here. Once you write it here, then minus 4 into x equal to minus 4x, minus 4 into 2 plus 2 equal to minus 8. Then again subtraction, and answer comes 0. This answer 0 means this number is perfectly divisible by this quantity. This expression is perfectly divisible by this expression. So we know this. Then answer is this, solution is this. This is the synthetic division. Synthetic division means by using the coefficient, we do this division here, and this 1 comes, 5 comes, 2 comes, minus 8 comes. See, 1, 5, 2, minus 8. Then if it is x plus 2, we will write just only minus 2 here, because if x plus 2 is a factor of the some polynomial function, then f of minus 2 is 0. Then we use it. So 1 will come directly down. The rule is 1 will come directly here, then minus 2 into 1 equal to this, then do some addition here, 5 plus minus 2 equal to plus 3, then again do the multiplication, 3 and minus 2, then it will go there. So again do some addition here, it comes here, then again multiply this minus 4 and this 2 minus 2, then you get this plus 8, then minus 8 plus 8 becomes 0. If here comes 0, then that means this minus 2 is actually a real 0 for the given function, or x plus 2 is a factor of the given function or given polynomial in this case. So and this is the solution, this is the answer, and this 1 is here, this 3 is here, this minus 4 is here. And why it started with x square, x, and x? First x square reason is, see, there was x cube and there is only there is x downside here, so already x and x cancel out, so it will start from x. This is some idea that you can think how another x is gone. In the other way is, see, we used minus 2, then what about the x? Think of you can think about this. This is not a solid way to go through it, but this is some kind of concept that we can use for this division. So this synthetic division is not always useful for all the maths, because synthetic division is true only or you will get the answer only when all the values here are integer and there is no square or cube here. Then you can use it. That means what I mean is it must be just x, not x to the power 2 3 like that, and this must be just only the integer coefficient like 0.5 or 2 by 3. This kind of number cannot be here. Then finding the possible factors of zeros, real zeros. So when a polynomial function is given, then this is really a big task to find out the all the real zeros or the factors of that polynomial functions. And this is not so easy to find out. Let's say if some big polynomial function is given, but still there are a couple of techniques that we can use to minimize our work load. And here we have that ways. The number one is actually limiting, like how many maximum number of real zero will be in some polynomial function. It will depend on the maximum degree. About this we will discuss in the next page. And Descartes' sign rule it actually deals with the number of signs change in the polynomial function. And theorem of bounds actually tells us like what will be the maximum um, value of the real zero and minimum value of the real zero. And intermediate value, about this intermediate value also we will discuss in some little bit, we will discuss in some last slide. But mostly we'll discuss these two. This will not be in our discussion in some massive form, but these two is must. I mean, you all should know these two from here. This one, you all should know this one. Sure, oh, I cannot like okay, one number, two number, these two you should know. Especially two number. About this two number we have to do the math. We will do it in the next page. So let's say here we have, okay, let me bring it. Here we have a polynomial function, and fx equals to this, and this is the constant term a naught or a0, and this is the leading uh, term here, or you can say degrees coming from this term because it is the maximum x to the power n, then x to the power n minus 1, which is less. So maximum term is this one, and this is called the leading coefficient because with the leading term, this is the leading term and this is the leading coefficient. Okay, leading, why it is leading? Because of this power, not for the number. Okay, because of the power. So look at this. This one is 2x to the power 4 and blah blah blah. So you see this is the maximum power. So 2 is the leading coefficient and 6 is the constant term. Because with other terms we have some x. So they are not just only constant. There are some constant. There are some variable. There is some variable. There is some constant. So they are not constant only. 6 is the constant only, and this one is the constant of the leading term. Now see, the rule is when we have this, let's say we have the equation in this form, then actually we can limit our real zero. How do we do it? See, what are the factors of this number 6? We will look at that. And what are the factors of this number? We will look at that. And our the real zero, rational zero, will be in the form of p by q, and p is the factor. See, the p must be the factor of a naught. A naught is here. A naught is here. So p is the factor of this value. This is the p. That means our p is this number and a factor of this number, and q is the factor of this number. And our real zero will be in the form of p by q. P by q. By this, what we mean, we will say in a while. See, first of all, what are the factors of 6? Factors of 6 is this: 1 plus, of course, positive, negative, then 2, then this and this. Then we have the factors of 2. So this and this, there is only these 2. Now if we want to write p by q form, see, 1 divided by 1 equal to 1, then 2 divided by 1 equals to 2, so plus minus 2 plus minus 3 plus minus 6, like this. Then we can write 1 divided p by q, because this is the p, this line is p, this whole line is p, this whole line, this is the p line and this is the q line. So q line, so p by q. Then you see this 1 by 1 equal to 1, already we have written this line. So 1 divided by 2, 1 divided by 2 means 1 by 2 here. Then say 2 divided by 2, 2 divided by 2 is this. Then 3 divided by 2, that's why 3 divided by 2. Plus minus we have, that's why we have to carry that. Then 6 divided by 2 means 3. So our, look, what does it mean? It means our real 0 can be either positive 1 or negative 1, or plus 2 or minus 2, or plus 3 and minus 3, plus 6 or minus 6. And 3 already we have written it here, so we already have got it. Another possibility is this, another possibility already we have written it here, so we do not have. So this is another possibility and this is another possibility. Okay, that means our real 0 will be this or this. So you see, in fact, actually we are limiting, we can draw some calculation, draw some conclusion from this theorem. This theorem is telling us that now you have some choice. My point is that, our point is that now we have a choice that this or this will be the real 0. Now maybe this is not a real 0, maybe this one, or maybe not this one, maybe this one, that we will test. Okay, in this slide we will test. So these are our possibility. First of all, let's say, is it 1 plus 1, is it plus 1? So one thing, if the real 0 is plus 1, then if we put this plus 1 in the question, then say plus 1 is the real 0, then if we put it, then we should get answer 0. Okay, real 0 means, let's say x minus 1 is a factor, then real 0 is 1, f of 1 is equal to 0. It comes always, if you put it back in the question, it will become 0. So this is the check, we are checking it here. These are the coefficient, and in the synthetic division method we divided it by 1, so 2 will come down, then this into this, put it here, then again addition, then again 5 into 1, put it back here, then we do it. There is no real 0 here because the answer is not 0. Then we check it with the minus 1. If we check it with the minus 1, then actually here it comes 0. If we do it with the minus 1, same division method, just here minus. We checked here for the plus, and we are checking it here for the minus. And then if answer comes 0, that means minus 1 is actually a real 0 of the function. So if minus 1 is a real 0 of the function, then factor will be plus 1, x plus 1. As you know, if x plus 1 is a factor, then f of minus 1 will be equal to 0. This is our rule. So x plus 1 is a factor. Now we can write x plus 1, then 2x cubed minus 9x squared plus 7x plus 6. Now from where it is coming? This is coming from this number. See these numbers. See these numbers. 2, 9, 7. See 2, 9, minus 9. This is minus 9. So this is minus 9. 2 minus 9, 7. Then 6. See these numbers. And why it is x cube? See x cube, x square, 7x. That means it started with x to the power 4, so always 1 less. It will start with 1 less, so it will become like this. 1 less, why? Because we are dividing it by 1 factor is here, 1x is here, x into c. If you multiply x into this, then basically it will end up with the x to the power 4, x to the power 4, this way. Now anyway, so we have found one factor so far. So another next factor is, so we tested for plus 1 and minus 1, and we found one answer here. Now we have to test it for this term. Okay. Now unfortunately, for this number also we have 6 and 2 again. So as we have 6 and 2, again we have to follow the same process. And when we try actually for minus 1 and minus 1 and 1, if you try, answer do not come 0. And for plus 2, it becomes 0. I mean, we have to try it either this way or this and this is same way in the synthetic division, or you can try putting it. Synthetic division is best. This method is best because then you actually know this number, this value here. Then that's why synthetic this method works better here. Anyway, so minus 2 put for 2 it works. That's why x minus 2 is another factor. So x plus 1 is coming from this first term, then x minus 2 is coming because for plus 2 again this thing becomes 0. That's why. So we have then remaining thing is 2x square minus 5x minus 3. How do we know that this is remaining? Because from similar synthetic division, this thing will remain in the back here. From that you can write it. And now you see this is x square minus 5x minus 3. So this is just like a quadratic form, and from quadratic we can do the middle term factoring. So this by middle term factoring we get the other two factors. So finally this is the final answer. This is the final answer of our question. So if this is the question, this is the question. For this question we have this. This is our final answer. All the factors are here. This. All the factors are here. This is how we actually find. As you can see, as I said, this is not so you cannot do all this maths, all this division by like blink of an eye. We have to do some work, but my point is there are methods to do it. There are things. It is taking time, that's true. If you want me to start now, you do it. It will take time for me also, but we have to do it. For you also same, for me also same. But point is there are methods and we have to go through that methods. It's not easy for anyone. There are a couple of steps. By it's not easy, I mean there are works to do here, not like guess. This is not a guessing game. So next one is in class practice. So you will do this one in the class, same methods. See, there is one, so math will be a little bit easier this one. Then you will check just only for the factors of minus for this from this number, just only this one, then and then you will get some solution. And there are a couple of, as I said, this is not so like super easy to find out, but there are a couple of easy there are tricks that you can follow. For example, if some quantity is given, let's say 5x square x to the power 5, then blah 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 up to here, then as you can see x square is common everywhere, so you can take x square common first of all, then you have got something. Then from this we can do the math and we can continue it. And then intermediate value theorem. In this intermediate value theorem, this is what I said we will discuss in the last a little bit here. Look at this. So see, one factor can be we checked for minus 1. So for minus 1 value is coming minus 6. Okay, if we put minus 1 in the back in the question, in this question, then answer comes minus 6. Then if we put plus 2, then answer comes plus 24. See, this is minus 6, this is plus 24. That means this is not coming to 0, but for minus 1 and for plus 2, this is not coming to 0, but somewhere in between, this is minus 6, this is 24. Somewhere in between we have the 0. That means maybe from minus 1, this is minus 1, so between number is one number is 0, then another one is plus 1, then comes 2. That means for now possibility is between minus 2 and 2 there is one real 0. Okay, because this is minus 6, this is 24. So we know this way we can we have some idea. We have some idea where is our real 0, or which number can be our real 0. But this is true also. This is true also. Sometimes let's say 1 by 2 also can be a real 0. Like some, that's why we said it can be rational also. Sometimes it can be, of course it is rational also, but the value would be between like minus 1 and 2. There is one real 0 between these two. This is called intermediate value theorem. Like between this and this value there is a value, we can say it this way. Then another question is why we are trying to find it out. What's going on here? First thing is, see, when this kind of a question is given, let's say fx equals to this. Now graph it. So you see, this is not like our factor. There is no easy way to find look at this. Okay, oh, real 0 is this. No, this is not written here. See, no multiplied form. So we have to break it down. We have to break it down to graph it. Okay, we have to break it down to graph it. So graphing is, for graphing we need to factor, or we need to find out the real zero. And to solve the equation based on this, to solve the equation based on this means, suppose this is given and the question is solve this. Solve this means for what value of x this function becomes 0. That means now see, this equal to 0. Now how do you solve it? First of all, you have to find out the factor. Then we can write this into this into this into this equal to 0. So first one equal to 0, or second one equal to 0, or third one equal to 0. Then we will get the value of x. So see, to solve some equation, big equation, we need to find out the factor. And to graph some big equation, quadratic polynomial, we need to find its factor. So this is the reason why we are doing all these maths. All right, that's all I think. Thank you all. Thank you very much. Bye bye.